What's happening? What's happening? Loading up for America. Yeah, take that out. Active, bruv. You should even go and film the side. Tell them how long it is and what we done before. Let them see that it's not a game. I got different jobs, B. Yes, my people. Another week, another grace. Alhamdulillah. Welcome to the Mr. Oshodi show. You know, as it is always, every day above ground is a great day. Alhamdulillah for life and health. Love to everyone watching. Today, we're at the warehouse, Oshodi Global Foods, and we're going to show you what we're doing, man. We're loading up for America. We're going to have some of my guys passing by. We're going to stop by my guy's place where he does the printing, who's my neighbor. And yeah, you're just going to see me at work, give you some gems, give you some life. You know, give you some banter, give you some insight. And yeah, that's basically what we do here, man. Welcome to the Mr. Oshodi show. Hope you like this episode, man. It's been a hectic week. Hectic week, but you know, every day above ground is a great day. Alhamdulillah, we survive, we grind. I no go feel carrying salt, and I know I'm in trouble. She not pay my love, oh. I know holy, and I know them get do. Like the Baba fly, yo, my eye, yo, you don't try, yo. I need to go and shy, yo. There's no money. I still need money. There's no money in the economy. Stop pulling stuff out. You need to clear this place. 42 or 43 pallets. Should take about 2 hours. I'm not meant to be doing all this, to be honest with you. I'm not meant to be doing all this. This is not part of that. I didn't get paid for loading. And I'm going to make a phone call about this saying, I didn't pay for loading. I didn't come here to load. So what have they been doing here since I haven't been here? Boss, this biscuit's all the way inside. Why didn't you guys pump it out since? There's at least 10, 15 pallets before the biscuit. So today's episode is catching us in the thick of work. When it's really hectic, like, this is the wholesale part of things. So they'll be like, you do a lot of stuff, don't you? Yeah, I do. Don't even have time for myself. But you know, it's all to do when you're young, and then when you're old, it all pay off. So this is one more long, then one more wide. Don't worry, you're working with me, we'll be done in 30 minutes. We're shipping 43 pallets of various food items, but you got crisp, you got chin chin, you got drinks, you got Cerelac, Malta Guinness, Schweppes, Coke, Coca-Cola. Yeah, but majority of it is chin chin, because chin chin sells a lot. Shout out Jaffro. You got Quaker, the coconut chips as well, cooking oats. Yeah, and then you've got Asico, shout out Asico plantain chips and drinks. Yeah, so it's a lot of pallets, but maybe like 10 items, but it's a lot of pallets. Yeah, shipping to a business in America. I don't know the guy, but I provide a service of storage, and this service like loading up at my warehouse. And then I also sell him some stuff. So the main guy that knows him got me involved in the deal. So there's like 4 guys and I'm like the 5th. But everyone provides stock. I provide the building, I provide the service, I get paid for that. And then I also do the service of loading, but it's not really meant to be me loading. I ain't got no 020713. I'm not paying anybody any money. I don't have any money. There's no money in the economy. There's no money. Don't look at this and think there's money. There's no money in the economy. Yeah, so that's what we're doing now. We're just trying to make sure that everything is done right. So with the containers, you gotta do 2 in long, 2 in wide. So it's like that, and then they start filling off the top of it, and then yeah, it gets to go. So hopefully we'll be here for a bit. And then hopefully we'll be able to knock at the neighbors and see what they're up to as well. Follow me. But yeah, it's picking up. Things have been progressing, you know. There's a few laws that's come in place, like trade laws, which hopefully, inshallah, next year will start benefiting trade laws. So things will cost cheaper to bring in, because a lot of things are expensive at the moment. Yeah, so we're running, obviously we got this as well out here, so we serve people. He's got orders in there under Justy. We got Justy, we got Uber, we got Deliveroo, we got Flip Dish. Those get orders, driver comes, picks them up, goes to deliver. Yeah, we're just trying to run a operation here, man, you know. And yeah, it's going well, alhamdulillah. We've got our neighbors as well, the famous Trend Central, and then we've got Branded as well over there. So we call this like the black row, alhamdulillah. My guys over there, but they're on the corner. But this row, there's 3 warehouses, and 3 of us are all Nigerians. Warehouse came about, wholesaling has been for a long time. I think I started wholesaling in 2013. I believe started working with my auntie and wholesaling, 2013 selling. But my thing is I'm very good at sales and marketing. So I thank God I'm very good with selling and marketing. So with that, it's a lot of, that worked as an advantage because I was basically selling for my auntie, and then I started doing it on the side. And then after I was like, oh, you know what, auntie, I would just like to do this thing by myself. And then yeah, she supported me, gave me all the advice I needed, you know. And then yeah, I just started on my own, and it's been a very tough journey, you know. So I've been doing it since 2013. I think 2015 I stopped for a period of time. I stopped in 2013 for a period of time. I started with her, and then like 2015, 2016, I kind of started branching out on my own. I was taking containers from people bringing it to the UK, building my credibility, selling fast, bam, grab it, sell it, built up shops, you know, and then from there just carried on. Built it, and then 2016 I left the business. I came back into the business in 2019, October, and then I got back in one container I got one container, and then 2019, I literally just went ham. Like with all the experience and stuff I had, I literally just went ham. 2019, every week, every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just going ham, buying, selling. 2019, 2020, the whole year was just banging it out, grinding, staff, up and down. And you know, the name was getting out there, the people relied on me, same day delivery, African wholesale, or next day delivery, depending on when the customer wants it. 2020, December, started kind of affiliated with some people. And then yeah, they were just like, oh, what you're doing is big and we want to supply you more. And then yeah, got into that. And then just, you know, I'll be honest, yeah? And I tell people, yeah? Because I always have to tell people at one point of my footage, yeah? People believe when they see something and it's big that the person's got money, but I might have spent money in advance. So I might have taken that money and spent it in advance. So I know I'm not gonna make money for 3 years, but I've got an infrastructure that'll make me money. As long as I go and I graft and I put in work in it, and I know that, okay, look, I got stock, I keep on flipping it, working. I might have spent all my savings to get to this point. But that's the whole point of like having a dream. Like, if I fail in investing, I'm not a failure. If I fail in life, I'm a failure. That's my way of doing things, you understand? Like, and I don't see it as this big building is the end. I think like it's the beginning. So that stepping stone where I stepped in and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take this big chance and I'm gonna get a big warehouse because I have people to back me and I also know how to get my own things. So the two combine, like now you know you've got all this. If I didn't get the warehouse, I wouldn't be able to provide this service and make the money for this service. So the warehouse that I got in 2021, April, we're now in 2022, basically August going on September. That's already been nearly April, May, June, July, August. A year and what, 5 months? So think about before I got it. I didn't see this. Does that make sense in terms of investing? Like, you've got to see it before you do it. And when you do it, there's a spirit that blesses you for doing. There's a spirit that blesses you for not doing. You get blessed in both ways. You want to be useless, there's a spirit that'll make you more useless. You want to be useful, there's a spirit that'll make you more useful. And I feel that spirit is what I worked with, the spirit of faith and perseverance and drive. And I worked with that. And then, yeah, I just believed in it. And then things just start coming about. And then they just grow more, you know. It's not easy, you know. But at the end of the day, you invest forward and then you try and work it back, you know. That's my 1 pence for today. And I got a lot more pences to give you. Dion. I think that's my driver. I got a new driver for the takeaway today because one of the staff has gone on holiday. So the guy working in the kitchen is actually one of the drivers, but he's also good in the kitchen. So I got him to go in the kitchen and I got another driver to replace him. And that's basically business management. That's how you manage. Make sure that things are still in place no matter what. That's his first time in the kitchen for the whole day. Let's see how he does, innit? I wouldn't advise someone not to do what I'm doing, you know? This is my job, this is my business. And to answer the first question, so I don't go off tangent, the first question would be, if somebody wants to get into this business, how would they get into it? They should first go and work for a company and learn how to sell. Before trying to make money, they should go and learn how to sell. Go and work for a big brand, a Nestle or whatever. Go and work for a company and learn how to sell. Master selling. Build a relationship with people. Be credible. Do you understand? Increase your value. When you learn how to do all that, then you could try and embark on it yourself, because it does cost money. You got to look at running cost. At the end of the day, the running cost here is not a bit. You're talking 6 figures. It's not 5 figures to run this building. In a year, my cost of living, business-wise, in a whole year with the vans, the diesels, the insurance, the staff, everything, you're definitely looking at over 200 bags in a year. That's just making it light and moderate before people think you're, you know, I'm not even trying to throw, you know, like people love to throw a number. I'm not really, you understand? I feel like there's so much more. There's someone that's talking about 200M and 500M. So I don't feel like I'm doing anything at the moment. I feel like there's a lot to be done, and it will be done, inshallah. But you know, where we are, there's a point where I was doing £100 in bills, £200 in bills. There's a point where I was doing £500 in bills. So yeah, I'm in 6 figures, 6 figures. 6 figures, and the first digit is not 1. Sometimes it's not 2. You know, so if you want to get into business like this, you got to understand that's what it kind of comes with, innit? Figures. It comes with figures, and it's a lot of work, you know. It's a lot of discipline as well, I tell people. And that's why I try to always show people, like, you have to be very disciplined, you know, because sometimes you have the money to do certain things and you have to be disciplined enough not to do them. Because I have the fun sometimes to go and do, I got the fun sometimes to go and do some incredible stuff. Like, wake up, get out, go and buy that, trip this, that. But I'm going to work. I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the way I see it is, when will I get time to enjoy all that? So for me, it's like, there's a time for work and there's a time for play, you know. And there's all the talks we've done, people have seen us at work. They've never seen. I'm gonna take you lot out. There's gonna be one time I'll take you lot out and you'll be like, is that how he goes out? Yeah, I understand, but it's more time work. A maximum percent, a lot of percent of my time goes to work. Then you got the other end that goes to cooling down the mind. Like this weekend, I've got plans to take the weekend, but I'm meant to check in somewhere at 3 o'clock. I'm here loading at 10 to 3. So that check-in's not gonna happen until maybe 9 o'clock. But I planned for 3. But at least I put a plan in. You understand? So we just have to keep at it, man, and just keep on going. And then to answer the second question, as in, what do they to get into it? That's the first one, work under someone, and then from there, build your reputation. And then the second one is the funds you need to get into this. It depends how you want to start. Like I said, you need to save enough money, but you need to first know what you're saving money for. I did it the long way. I'm very hard-headed. I could have done things a lot easier for myself, but I don't feel like everything is easy for everyone. I feel like some people have to do things the hard way, and that's their learning process. That's how they get to learn. You understand? And that's just basically how things really go. Your learning process is where your currency is. How much wisdom, knowledge, understanding you have, and how to adapt yourself. Like, I've come here and I've come to say, oh, you know what, let me just drop the food, let me drop the pallets and go off. I've come here and I found the situation. And what I've done is I've just straight adapted to the situation. We were not meant to be filming me doing this, but it's just adapted to the situation. And the situation's like, oh, yeah, you gotta be ready and everything. If I didn't know how to drive this, I'd be able to do this. So in every aspect of this whole building, I know how to do it. I know how to load, I know how to wrap, I know how to drive, I know how to deliver, I know how to pick up pallets, I know how to do majority of things that go on here, because that's how you do it. I know how to clean. I know how to clean the toilet. I know how to sweep the floor. I know how to wash the floor. I know how to serve the food. I know how to deliver to the shops. I know how to buy the stock. And every aspect of it is like, oh, yeah, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to be tough. I want to be a tough now. I don't want to be someone that something happens and I can't do it. No, I don't want no one to leave me in a lurch. The more I know how to do, the less in a lurch I'll be. Life is a series of lessons that eventually turn to currency through your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what life is. life, you must be patient and you must take the good times with the bad. There's never a case of all good in life. It just comes with the bad. It's like a tide. You're smooth sailing and then get a massive wave, but you gotta learn how to handle that wave. And the only way you can handle the wave is through experience. You can't handle a wave if you haven't been experienced. If you don't have experience on, if you haven't practiced for when a wave is coming, when the wave comes, what happens? You drown. So it's a lot, life is a lot of practice, life is a lot of lessons. Life as well for me is never worry about what people think about you. Some people probably think, this guy's just doing YouTube and this and that, but they don't see the back end of it. They don't see like, I'm doing YouTube for those people that need it, not for those people that don't need it. And then those people that feel they don't need it, one day it's gonna be the only thing they need. And that's the power of time. That's the power of time. The power of time is, you don't like something, but how can you have knowledge for something you don't know? You don't know it, so how can you like it? But when you know it and you understand it and you can correlate and be like, oh, I remember when that little thing I heard, I said, oh, what's he talking about? That little thing I said, I heard, help me, you know? Just giving out the message, you know? It's life, man. Just enjoy yourself, man. Never be too worried about so many, oh, do I have this? Do I have that? Am I this? Am I that? Never be over worried about those things because you're going to leave this earth with nothing. That's the reality of life. Every single thing you have in this universe, when you leave, you take nothing with you. You don't even take your flesh. Ants eat it. That's reality, innit? So the guy that's fantastic today and he's the top dog, brother, that's 6 feet, innit? Even if you wear the best clothes and the best jewelry, by the time you get under there, those ants and those maggots will deal with it. So I kind of see life like that. Like, no one's really going to oppress me with what they have on earth when we're all going to leave at the same way. And then I think that's the value of, like, for me, that's the value of Islam. Like, Islam makes you have humility and be like, remember, work towards when you're not here rather than keep on trying to impress people when you're here. Outside of Food Junkee, outside of Wholesale, do I invest in things? Yeah, I invest in, like, you got, like, my brother might phone me and say, oh, there's this crypto. My brother's an analyst, very good guy, God bless him, love him a lot, love my brother a lot. He might call me and say, oh, there's this thing to invest in, this stock or this share or this crypto or this thing, because they study all that algorithms and stuff, they're good with all that. Yeah, you put into that. I don't put crazy amounts because I understand those things take time. Like, I see it as I could put 10 grand in something and I know it's gonna yield to maybe 10,500 or 10, 11 grand, maybe 4 months, 3 months. But I could also put 10 grand in let's say I put 10 grand in Coca-Cola and each Coca-Cola cost me £12 and I put 10 grand in it and I'm gonna get my money back within that time. So I kind of realized that this is also stock for me. You know, so as much as I put in there, I try to balance it out with whatever else I'm doing, which pays me as well. So I invest in that. You got other ends. I do. To answer the question, I do. I invest in things. And I just know that things take time. The same way people invest in me, I invest in. There's people that invest in me that they don't do what I do. But they invest in me for their returns. And there's people that I invest in for my returns. But yeah, I won't lie to you. Yeah, you have to. But I try to stick with what is daily. I try to stick with where I know I'm getting money daily. I don't mind long term. But long term for me is probably just properties. Long term is properties and stuff like that. You get it with people, you get it with a group of people. 5 people put 10 grand each. You put it under the name of a group, it works, you understand? So sometimes you're not someone that has everything in your name, but you're part of a consortium that has things in their name. That also works. So yeah, I'm a businessman. The biscuit. You're still looking for biscuits? Let me go find the biscuit for you. Let me first see what it is. Let's see how we get it. So basically what it is now, got a little situation. So we got a bunch of stuff, but the way the containers are arranged, you need to put certain items on top of certain items because they're heavier. So now we need to get through to those biscuits, the Jacob's biscuits, because they're light and they need to go on top of heavy stuff inside the container at the back. Now back to your question, do I enjoy this business? I enjoy it when it's enjoyable, and then I don't enjoy it when it's not enjoyable. And then like everything, I think it does what it's meant to do, which is take you on a roller coaster ride. The business takes me on a roller coaster. It takes me through joy, happiness, sadness, upset, emotions, mood, low funds, high funds. You know, it makes me who I am. Everything is hard. I would like to say one business is not harder than the other, but every business is hard. Every business has its own hard. If you're an investor, like, think about it. Everything is hard, but I've got to think about, like, when I feel like I'm investing in this thing, and then I go and look at how much I have to think and learn and do it, and I think, that's hard. Then you go and sit down with the guy that's doing crypto, it's hard. You go and sit with the stock guy, it's hard. You go and sit with the car salesman, it's hard. You go and sit with the film crew, they'll tell you it's hard. Filming might not be the hard part, editing might be the hard part, putting sounds on it, cutting, and do you understand? So I just started realizing, brother, you can't moan about hard, brother. I think hard is a distributed proportion to everybody that wants to do something. Everyone, the student, the uni student finds it hard. The girl in a relationship finds it hard. The guy with, do you understand? Everyone finds everything hard, bruv. There's nothing that's easy, bruv. You just have to get on with it. It's all hard, bruv. We got this, we got container now to load up. When we finish loading this up, then we got another container that's coming that we need to offload. And then we offloaded another container there last night, and we need to bring that in. I'm leaving them to it. Gonna have to continue tomorrow. Miss Ade, come on, please, 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 please. You got the free stuff inside the truck. They can't come out. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Yeah, that's it, pull it. You pushed in too much, that's why. Yeah, too much. Look, you pushed in way too much. You can film me and see, it's way too much. It's not meant to come out on this side. It's too much. Can you see what you've done? You pushed in too much. Look on the other side. Look on the other side. Come on, man. So you have to pump it back up. Do you know what that's called? That's called experience. You see what I was saying earlier about knowing how to do all aspects. And you know what? I'll always give them gems. Learn how to fuck up. Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to swear. Sometimes I'll swear. You know, learn how to make mistakes, because that thing that just happened right now, if it hadn't happened before in the past, I wouldn't know how to fix it today. So the day when I was upset about the mistake is another day that the same mistake blesses me. So is it a mistake? Think on it. Boss, I'm collecting money from you guys. Just buy me pounded jam. This dip it. Hey, big man. Hey, big man. Go around. Round, go the other way. Don't come. This is my area, bro. This is my avenue, blood. So you're gonna take this one off. All the biscuits. And then give me the pallets. All the biscuit now, yeah? Okay. Boss, where you going? You can't go that way. Go through the other gate. I can't move that. Just came out of his car. I want this to move. Like that's how they move it. You see the thing I'm doing today? Learning how to arrange how many pallets. There's gonna be one day in life where I'm gonna be loading my own full loads, inshallah, yeah? Of my own stock and stuff going places. And the today that I'm doing this is gonna be the later that will help me. And that's how life goes. Inshallah, wallahi, bruv. I'm telling you, they don't understand. It's progress, not perfection, progress. But you can ask these man, yeah, when I started all this, yeah, these guys, yeah, they see me doing this, working in this industry from day one. Like, I've known Mr. Joe inside this container. I've known these guys for like what? 10 years. 9, 10 years from when I used to sell with my aunties. These guys used to offload from my aunties. So it's a blessing for them to be doing stuff for man as well. Do you get what I mean? Like, bruv, it's a good thing, bruv. That's how you gotta respect it and just try. The longer you last, the more you get out of life. I started selling for years, but wholesale, I think I started wholesale in 2013. So 9 years, 9 years and a bit, nearly 10 years. So wow, I made so much mistakes. So much mistakes. Do you know how many things, when I first learned how to drive forklift, do you know how many things I bashed with the forklift? Because I wasn't, do you understand? You just learn, like, you know, you laugh about it after, innit? A long while after, innit? But initially, you don't laugh. I'm not trying to spend all my camera time on loading container. I'm trying to knock out my neighbors, but these lot have got me loading container, but I'm telling you, bro. I need to rest. Business advice is, if I rest too much, I'll not make any money and I'll be tired from not making money, so I need to work. So the tiredness is now cancelled. Sam! Come, that's my friend Sam. I'm putting on my camera. Hello? Because you getting Jimmy walking hench now, you know. Why are you grabbing me like you're grabbing weights? Come on, man. Why are you grabbing me like you're grabbing weights? I'm trying to show them on my YouTube that I need to go to the gym. What's going on? Yeah, my YouTube. This is my guy. So. Nah, it's not about my things banter, bro.
So yeah, so I'm Samuel. Part of the Wholesale products group. Just give me 1 second. So over here we do a lot of t-shirts, hoodies. This is a UK production, so why don't you come inside and have a look at what we do? Yeah? Okay, so this is one of 4 locations. So we have a location over here, we have a location in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and China. And as you can see, we have stock over here. So we do plain hoodies, t-shirts, and hats over here. And so what you can do is you can either come here and do a UK production whereby you would have your products made here behind these machines over there. They're made. And then if you want something a bit more premium, so we do them overseas in either Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. So for anybody who's looking to create a brand, you simply just send us a message or go through Ish or whatever it is. We'll send you the information. And you can literally come over, get your brand sorted out, and start selling and making money. So if you have any questions, let us know.
Oh yeah, they made this, you know. They're the ones that made this.
The main man.
Look,
the main man right
the
here.
hat. They made the hat. Look, let me show. They made the hat. They made my top. They made my trousers. They made everything.
Carlton's the main man, so come have a look at what Carlton's doing. You want to be in? So right here is the embroidery machine. As we said before, if you're looking for bespoke hats, what you do is you simply provide your designs and literally put it to the machines over here. And then our guy right here, Carlton, will hook you up. Essentially what he will do is he'll run the machines and he'll start embroidering the designs that you've got onto the hat. Almost similar to what Ish has done for Food Junkee.
Yeah, baby.
How's that hat going? Still good?
But if I wear it every day, you see, I've never worn Food Junkee so much.
You want to have that last, man.
I told you, once I get it,
these hats once in a while.
Once I get it, I'm wearing it I wear my brand all the time.
It's good.
So can you give us one life advice, one business advice?
One business advice?
And one life advice. He speaks different languages, by the way.
So one business advice I would give to people is, I think it's cliche, but everyone says your net worth is your network is your net worth. And I totally believe that simply because I've traveled many countries.
That's why I have money
in China.
I know plenty of people.
Thailand, I've been to Pakistan, Bangladesh, Dubai, etc., America, all for business. And so one thing I've realized is that the people that you have in your contact list can really be the difference between you making 1p and then you landing a contract, which is like 6-7 figures. And so
that means he has a 6-7 figure contract.
So what I would suggest is that if you don't have any sort of like contacts, just literally start. If you're on the bus or you're on the train, talk to the next person behind you. How are you? How's your day? What are you doing? What do you do for work? And that's how the conversation starts. So that's a business advice. A life advice is always bet on yourself. And what I mean by that is people will doubt you. People will say, you know, I don't believe you can do this, or you're not that sort of person. But if you believe in yourself, anything can happen. And that's simply it.
Thanks for letting me walk in your building.
Come on, man. Anytime, man.
See, I told you that's my brother, man.
Anytime, man.
God bless
We're just waiting for the free food, isn't it? That's what we're
Don't worry. The economy is tough, you know, my bro. I say, make sure you follow Mr. Oshodi's YouTube in 3 different languages.
Yeah, just one language, man.
What's the language?
No complexity.
Mandarin.
Mandarin, innit?
But you speak Yoruba now.
I don't speak Yoruba.
You speak Mandarin, but you don't speak Yoruba.
好，所以如果你们听得懂中文，然后你们在 YouTube 的时候，你可以跟着这个人，他的 YouTube channel 叫 Food Junkee.
Mr. Oshodi.
Mr. Oshodi, not Food Junkee.
I see, I like I speak Mandarin.
你们就跟着他，然后看他在工作上面跟生意上面在做什么事，好不好？好，加油。
I don't know, I have a clue what you said, but I trust it's good. See, in life, yeah, you have to go with your spirit. Your spirit is always going to try and lead you the way that you're meant to go. And what I'm trying to say is you go with people who you know, go around people who you know are genuinely happy for you. Do you understand? Like, not people that pretend to be happy for you, or people that feel like they're going out their way to do stuff for you. You want to be around people that genuinely have that love for you. Like, even if you weren't doing nothing for them, they would still want to do something for you. That's genuine love. I feel like a lot of people go where they don't have genuine love and they're trying to force themselves inside a puzzle that they're not going to fit into. I feel like we should always try and fit ourselves into puzzles that want us to be there, puzzles that want us to fit in. And even if we can't fit in, people that will help us, shape us to get into those fields. And that's I find that very important in this industry, yeah? And in most of the industries, like, because a lot of people feel like things are a competition. But things can only be a competition if you feel like the person is doing something you can't do. Even if we're both selling something, the way I would sell it and the way you would sell it is different. See that, sir? We would sell it differently, but we're selling the same item. Because sales tactics are always going to be different. The way we do things is always going to be different. We can't do things the same way. That's what people don't get. People feel like them helping you is going to hinder them. No, it's going to bless them because it's going to come back around on them and help them. It's going to also bless them. So I feel like that's one thing. These are life lessons. Another thing I've learned in life and business, they correlate one another, is your way of thinking must be strong. You have to have a strong way of thinking. Most of the time, yeah, your thinking is to give up. You've got to fight your thinking not to give up. Because most of the time, if we haven't done something to a certain level yet, our body doesn't adapt to it. It doesn't want to do it. But we have to force yourself to go and do things like, because if you don't do those things, you're never going to become a better person in that avenue. Like, no great person became great without practice. So you've got to mentally prepare yourself even when you don't want to do it. Those are very important things for me. I feel like I mentally prepare myself daily for whatever the outcome may be. I just pray that I'm alive to just carry on, you know, in good health and good life, to keep on going, to do things. I hope that I leave a legacy in everything I do. I hope that people watch it and be like, wow, this guy's really positive. This guy's really... I have my other days, but it's not for people to see those other days. It's for people to know that no matter what kind of day you have, you battle through it. Because that's because off the back of, I've seen a lot of mental health and people speaking about situations that is really affected them. And I feel like we as people don't speak about these things. Everybody thinks you're strong. You're only as strong as you make out to be. But whoever's watching this should know that we all have our individual problems. We all have our individual situations. We all have our individual health issues or whatever, or life issues or family issues or relationship issues or money issues. And we all have some of these things. But it's your outlook on it. And your outlook on it for me should be, I'm gonna get through this. Rather than I should hurt myself about this, or I should damage myself about this. I feel like you should talk to people about it. Have a conversation with people about it. Let the person know that, listen, I'm not really feeling good today, and be able to be open up and say, look, the reason why I'm not feeling good is because there's a situation in my life that's really getting me down. Even speaking about it is going to take your mind off it. I feel like we shouldn't clog up so many things in our mind. We should try and remain grateful every day. And I feel like, yeah, touching on mental health is very important, man. Someone messaged me and it's like, oh, how do you deal with this pressures of life daily? And I replied them, I don't deal with it. And they wrote, LOL. I was like, no, I don't deal with it. I'm learning how to deal with it. You might see me as the strongest person in the world because I'm learning how to deal with it momentarily. I'm not thinking about next week's problem. Next week hasn't come yet. I'm thinking about today's situation. What's happened now when I've come here, something's happened and I try to fix it. Or in 1 hour when something's happened, I try to fix it. You get what I mean? I'm not thinking about, oh, next month, this is gonna happen. Because I'm already putting myself in a space I don't need to be in. There's so many things that I need to do right now. I don't need to put myself in that space. So that's why I said to the person, I don't handle it. So that little banter for them might make them be like, oh, you know what, that was funny. That little laughter will change their mind about the way they think about certain things. I'm grateful for every single person. Every single follower. You know, we're on 411 or 410 subscribers. Like when we started this, we're on 200. So maybe in the space of 1 month, we've had over 200 people subscribe. But I just have to be grateful because there's something off the back of it. There's people that support what I do. And maybe it's because they see like I'm doing it wholeheartedly. I'm not trying to fabricate nothing. I'm giving to you as it is. And I thank everyone for that. I really appreciate all the followers, all the subscribers, all the mums, dads, kids. I've done, off the back of this, I've had public speaking events Off the back of this, I got radio next week. Off the back of this, I've had events. So do you understand? Like, you never know when you start something what it's going to become. You understand? And I might feel like, you know what? I'll spend money, but in life, I'm going to spend money anyway. If I want to go down the road, I'm going to spend money on my diesel. If I want to eat, I'm going to spend money. If I want to pump clothes, I'm going to spend money. My electricity money, my gas is money. So in every aspect of life is money. So there should be no reason why I shouldn't invest in myself, because I've realized myself should be my biggest investment. You understand? And that's really what I started doing with this YouTube, is investing myself with 2-5 productions and saying, you know what, let's come together and let's do something great. And I always thank them, because I wasn't going to do it. I was like, I ain't got time for this. And it's not been easy. Like I feel like when things are tough and when you got a lot on your mind, you don't really want to get in front of the camera, because there's just so much going on around you. I've been dealing with this coming and that coming, trying to resolve this. And it's like, nah, bro, we got to get this. We can't stop. We got to get this. And it's like, you know what? I owe people stuff. So I've got to be selfless rather than selfish. So now, man, I think it's just basically a gratitude message of like, I really thank anyone that's posted, anyone that's shared, anyone that's liked, anyone that's commented. I really appreciate every aspect of it. I love you lot. I really do. I can see where, I can't see the end of it. Like, I'm in London and I'm trying to get to Manchester or Birmingham. I can't see Birmingham, but I've started making my way towards Birmingham, and I know that, okay, cool, maybe I'm at the edge of M25 and I'm about to hit the motorway, and then bam, 1 minute we're gonna get on the M1, but we're gonna reach our destination over time. And I believe like that's the most important thing in life, the faith to have that you're gonna overcome and go through things, and you're gonna get to the other end and you're gonna succeed, you know? Keep on going, keep up the hard work. Every day above ground is a great day. Alhamdulillah for life and health. Don't watch no face, man. Just keep on going, keep on investing, keep on plucking seeds, keep on watering new ones. This one that you've planted is growing. Pluck from it, take it, sell it, get back from it, plant another one, and keep on planting, man. Get the whole field filled up with your grace and your mercy, man, and your prosperity, and let the world shine, man. Let the world see you shine. Don't be afraid to shine. When it's your time to step up, don't sit down. Where there's times in life where it's like, I need to sit down. And there's times in life where it's like, listen, you have to step up. Go step up. And I feel like it's my time to step up, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna try and do as much as I can. I'm not perfect at everything, but over the course of weeks, we'll get better, we'll get there. Appreciate you lot. So as you can see, if you zoom in there, you zoom out, you see that we got 1,000,001 things that we're doing here. And we gotta look around. Just look around, all this has to go in. So as much as I would not like to love you and leave you, I have to love you and leave you, because there's a lot of work to do. Make sure you follow the TikTok Mr. Oshodi official. It's jumping off, you know. You see life here, it's mad. I said to Wes, I was like, hey Wes, do this TikTok you're opening. I got one, he said, bro. And I remember the words, take that down, yeah? I remember the words where he said to me, he goes, bro, don't worry. I got this. I said, yeah? He said, cool, bro, we're on like 98, I'm starting 100 followers. So it's that whole system of letting go and letting things just become. You understand? When you're over worried, you have no time to let the blessings in. Shout out my guy, Daps.
Come on.
You know, he just came to the building, came to buy Fanta. He always supports me. I'm never here when he comes, so look at God. You see how I see
Blessing
God?
still.
See God? I'm faithful. Man doesn't have power.
For real.
God has power. So if you think you're going to hinder me, you're pissed, bro. Do you know what? I have a God. Now shout out my guy, man. Always supposed. Tell them about what you do, man. You get me? Tell them about what you do, how you do and everything,
Yeah,
man.
but first shout out Ish, man, as a pioneer in this thing. I can't even lie, bro. It inspired me to start my business and, you know, look into the different fields and stuff like that. So, proper things. But yeah, man's got a business called Events Meets World. I hire out equipment.
Van, my bro.
Van test, though.
Let them know we're in it, bruv.
So literally, I hire out of equipment for events, so like tables, chairs, and I'm trying to be like the one-stop shop for people that are running events. So rather than having to go to like different vendors, you come to me and I handle the whole process for you. So our motto is kind of like to simplify the event management process. I'm looking to create an app where we're gonna connect consumers and suppliers together. I'm 28. I've been doing this for like 3 years. During my 25th birthday, I wanted to hire out a marquee, and I found out that the price of renting it was more expensive than buying it. So I bought one myself, and then that kind of inspired me to start my own business. And I felt like a lot of other people have this problem. So I was like, I can solve this problem and kind of like allow affordable equipment to people that are having events and stuff like that. So
Bruv, he's a grafter, fam. He's just being humble, bruv. You got a graft, bruv. You get me?
he's been grafting as well, do you get what I'm saying? And I see that. And obviously it's ground up, you get what I'm saying? Ground up, and you know, we're trying to take it to wherever we can, do you get what I'm saying? So
one life advice, one business advice.
One life advice is just start, man. Like, just start. Like, stop procrastinating. Just get started, innit? Like, there's no point waiting to make it happen. If you got an idea, try it. And what's the other one? One life advice.
One business advice.
One business advice. Yeah, start is the business advice. One life advice is believe in God, man. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all through God. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Without God, I don't know where I'll be, man. So yeah, man. Just trust in God.
Guy, Daps.
Trust in God.
Events Meets World. Make sure you check him out, man.
www.eventsmeetsworld.co.uk.
Take them to the van, man, bro.
Come. Let me take you to the van.
Bruv, my content's everyone's content, bro. It's things for us, fam.
Yeah, man. Events Meets World. www.eventsmeetsworld. On Instagram @eventsmeetsworld. Yeah, man. We're coming, man. We're coming 2023. We've got a lot in the pipeline.
Thanks to everyone subscribing, watching, following. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep following, keep subscribing. We appreciate you. We're growing in numbers. We're growing with you. Glad you like it. Me personally, I just come, I do my bit. Shout out the team behind the camera. Shout out the editing. Shout out the filming. Shout out every single thing, man. God bless you all, man. Keep sharing, and we'll see you soon. Peace.